All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. We got to talk about a video going viral from this woman right here who goes by the name of Miss_Petch. She was complaining in this video here about how it's hard to find a man who's traditional and will fulfill the traditional roles that she's looking for that isn't a conservative. She's trying to find a progressive, conservative hybrid of a man, and she's having a hard time doing that. So she wants a conservative man with a liberal/progressive mindset. Now look, I didn't come to this video to bash this woman, to harass this woman, to judge this woman. I'm going to just hear what she got to say on face value, give my opinion on it. All right, so we're about to get into this. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe while we watching. Now let's roll it.
Do you want to know one of the saddest realizations I recently had? Was that as a liberal woman, it is really hard to find a man who is willing to play the more traditional masculine role in the relationship in today's day and age, who is not a conservative. A man who wants to pay on the first date, who wants to open your door, who has that want and desire to take care of you and to provide, who is not a conservative. And obviously, as a liberal woman, I do want to be respected for my independence. And I do want to have my own autonomy in the relationship and not be confined or conform to the traditional female homemaker, childbearing role. And most of the men that I've dated who do have that more natural provider masculinity about them are normally conservative. So I don't really know what to do because I don't want to compromise my morals and values just to find a man. But am I asking to have my cake and eat it too?
Absolutely. You are absolutely asking to have your cake and eat it too. She, like I said, she wants a hybrid guy, you know, and it's a lot of people in the world. I'm not saying that, you know, I'm not saying that it's impossible, but, you know, she's talking about sacrificing her morals and values. How exactly are you sacrificing your morals and values? Like, this is something that I think a lot of women have to understand, like, you know, that are dating nowadays. Women, especially the liberal feminist, hoorah, hear me roar type of women think that men who are looking for more traditional housewife type women, women think that those type of men just want to have their women in chains and just have them in the house and being a slave or something like that. Like, I don't know what horror stories you've heard, but, you know, having a woman who can primarily be at home and, you know, take care of kids, take care of cooking, cleaning, etc., while the man is out earning, that is the structure that's set up to properly raise a family. So I don't know if she wants kids. I don't know exactly what she wants, but that setup is a traditional setup that was traditionally, you know, put in place so that, you know, man could go out and work, bring home the resources. The woman can, you know, be closer to the kids, nurture the kids, raise the kids, and, you know, and cook for them and clean the house and things like that. Now, modern times, things have changed. You could be a work from home mom and take care of kids. I'm sure there's plenty of that going on. You know, there's just this gross misconception about men who have more traditional and conservative values. This misconception that, you know, if you date a conservative man, then your rights, your morals, and your values will just be stripped and taken away, and all you'll be reduced to is a housewife. And, you know, they speak of being a housewife as if that's, you know, just some meh type of thing. But no, I mean, that's a very important role to play. In my opinion, because she's looking for somebody who has these super progressive qualities, she's kind of hurting her chances at finding a guy she really wants. It really does sound like she wants a traditional, masculine, conservative type of guy. I mean, you know, footing the bill everywhere and being that caretaker, that provider. That, you know, that sounds like it's pretty serious to her, but it sounds like she's a bit dismissive of potential candidates who won't share her political issues. Yeah, just look at this right here. She says, all these men out here wanting to split the bill on the first date. What? So it seems like she's had some bad experiences dating these progressive guys. So just, to my guys out there who's watching, who might be dating, struggling, whatever, I'm out of the game. I already found my piece. But women don't really want a progressive, emotional, crybaby victim mentality. No, that's not gonna get you the girl of your dreams. Even progressive girls, even liberal women, no matter what they say, they all clamoring for and calling for a real man to step in and be that man that can provide that security for them, that can be that rock. They all want a real man. Ladies, if you watching, if you watching the video, get in the comments. Let me know what it is you really want. Let me know about back in the day when you might have been a liberal, might have been a progressive, or if you are now, you having problems dealing with progressive men. But just a shout out to my fellas, you know what I'm saying? Don't listen to what these progressive women say, just be the man. Be the man, period. And she put, FYI, I can deal with a moderate but a hard stance Republican IDK if I could do it. Now, just one other thing to throw out before I move forward in this video. It's 2023. Women are much more opinionated than they used to be. I'm not saying that as a woman, dating a conservative man, that you have to submit all your opinions and everything, all your quote unquote morals and values. Like, no. First and foremost, when you're finding a man as a woman, and vice versa, if you're finding a woman, you should find someone whose morals and values, sort of match with yours, or at least who's on a path or trajectory, who has a roadmap where their morals and values and outcomes kind of match yours. That way y'all can be cohesive in a relationship. But if you want a man that is a leader, that is a provider, that is this, that, and the third, if you want a conservative and traditional values type of man, I'm not saying you got to totally, get rid of your opinions. You can have opinions, sure, but a man like that should have the traits of a leader. And, you can have a pilot and a co-pilot, but, on a ship, it's only, it's the captain on the ship. You know what I'm saying? Like, the lead, there has to be a leader. So that over opinionated, need to be right type of thing that a lot of women have, and where they want to be very argumentative and just, you bring in chaos into your relationship. Find a man whose lead you don't mind submitting to. Find a man who you don't mind being submissive for, who you can actually follow their lead, and who shares your values. That way you don't have to yell out your opinions and cause fights and bicker all the time in a relationship, because that's annoying. No man wants a woman who's constantly questioning his authority, especially if he has good in mind and he has a nice path and a good trajectory set out for you and your potential future kids and family in a relationship.
Okay, to all the conservative men coming for me in my comments, just listen. She literally just said it perfectly. Look, so I want to be seen, heard, and respected for my ideas, thoughts, and feelings instead of blindly submitting to my husband and being so confined to a childbearing homemaker role. I have so much more to offer than that, and I think it would be doing myself a disservice to solely confine me to the home. And I don't think the two are mutually exclusive. I think you can find a man who has some traditional values while also being very progressive in maybe social issues. And I will also prioritize my husband's feelings, thoughts, emotions. And look, I wasn't trying to comfort conservatives here, but I think there's something to be said about the challenge that you would face when you come from two completely opposing political views. But I do think it's possible to meet somewhere in the middle, because what political views come down to are your morals, values, and belief system. But if my guy can meet me halfway, I can do the same. I'm willing to compromise. Like, that's what a relationship is all about.
So notice in the beginning, she said it again. She doesn't want to compromise her morals, values, thoughts, principles, blah, blah, blah. She wants to hold on to her, rah-rah progressive I'm a woman, hear me roar, social issues, social justice. She wants to hang on to all of these things and be super opinionated while also having a conservative man. Yeah, and it does actually get worse. Take a look at the comments right here. You see right here, traditional progressive man is an oxymoron. Haha, I get why people think that, but they're out there. This is her, by the way, the creator of the TikTok, Miss Petch, commenting. And somebody else says, no, they're not. The man you want does not exist. She says, LOL, stop being so close-minded. There's 8 billion people on this planet, and no one person is the same. Therefore, the probability of me finding a man who is traditional yet progressive in regard to certain social issues is so effing possible. All I'm asking for is a gentleman who's pro-choice, wants universal health care, who can hold space for minorities and people of color, yet is also a gentleman. I think men reading this are just running away. Like, they just reading this and they running for the hills. And what does hold space for minorities and people of color even mean? Like, what does that even mean? Yeah, like I said, I'm out of the game. This can be somebody else's headache. Man, I'm sorry. Like, I'm just cracking jokes. Like I said, I ain't here to judge this woman at all. But I think she's kind of limiting herself from potential, nice potential suitors because she has this dream in her head of having this type of guy that is, that meets every single metric in her mind, in this progressive conservative oxymoron. Like, she needs to have both. She wants to have the best of both worlds combined. Life just don't always work that way. But let's fast forward. So she went on a date. Let's see how the date went.
So this is for all the trolls that commented on my last video. Listen the fuck up. And to the thousands of you that said that I wouldn't find a progressive man who's also conservative in some way. Well, guess motherfucking what? Your girl went on a date last night with literally a guy who's conservative in some ways, but also very progressive in others. So he's progressive in ways like wanting police reform, caring about social justice issues, also feeling the need to take care of the home and help his wife cook, clean, take care of the kids. He's pro-life, he's pro-trans, and he supports the LGBTQ community. But he's also conservative in ways that he likes his guns. He wants to provide financially for his girlfriend or wife. He takes that gentleman role seriously, so he's very chivalrous. So basically, he's progressive in all the social issues, yet he's very traditional in wanting to provide and take care of his family and his wife and take care of her needs, make sure that she's treated, make sure that she's well taken care of, basically. And that's exactly what I've been looking for. So hope it works out.
Yeah, I hope it works out too. And I just hope for that guy. I hope that he checks out her TikTok. Like, before you invest, check out that TikTok, my guy. You might want to take a look at this so you see exactly what you're getting yourself into. I personally don't understand why people put their life on the internet like this, but different strokes for different folks. We live in the era of social media influencers. Everybody, people feel really comfortable doing this. I think it's a bit odd, but and I'm not trying to burst any bubbles right here, but I mean, she's dating in LA. I mean, we live in an era of hookup culture where dating is pretty much like it's like a secular type of thing. A lot of people aren't dating. I don't got the statistics on this, obviously, but a lot of people aren't dating with the intention of, like getting married and, things like that. So this dude could just be telling her exactly what she want to hear, get her in the sack, and then run like a running back. You know what I mean? I don't know, but that's here nor there. I don't know, but I wish her all the best. I wish the guy all the best, for real. Like, I hope he watches these TikToks. But yeah, to give my closing statements on this video, on this woman, like I said, wanting a conservative man but a progressive man absolutely, it's she wants her cake and she wants to eat it too. And like I said, and I'll say it again, what's holding a lot of women back is this idea, this fearful idea of, submitting to a man and just being, this housewife that doesn't have an opinion, that doesn't have anything. Like, I mean, the reality is this. I mean, let's just be real. I mean, nowadays there are, so many examples of families of women who work and take care of kids, doing a lot. They doing a lot. Shout out to them. But if you want a man who is going to financially be there, support you, take care of everything, the way you're describing it, especially the way she described it in this video right here, this man is taking care of everything. Being with a man like that, I think it naturally will kind of push you more towards being a housewife. Because if his one income is actually enough to live by whatever means it is that she and him would want to live by, why should you have a stranger raising your kids? You know what I'm saying? You should be raising the kids. You are their mother. So I think a lot of women go into dating, just thinking very selfishly about themselves. But I think things will change if they actually do have a kid. And, things will change, and a lot of women will probably want to stop working or stop, pursuing whatever it is they're pursuing, and want to spend more time and nurture and cherish and be there with their kids, especially if a man is making more and his income is, more important to the household. That's what a man is supposed to do. A man's supposed to go out and get it. A man's supposed to go out and earn and provide. That's a man's role. But and women also have roles. You know what I'm saying? So if one income is all you need, then why should you be out here working all over the place, busybody, and who watching the kids? So that's all I got. My final thoughts. Please let me know what you thought about this in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe on your way out the door. And until next time, you guys, I'm out of here. Peace.